Everything said in this video is an opinion or an allegation until it's been proven guilty in a court of law or they've admitted to it on their own social medias. And before this specific video begins, I feel there's something I've got to stress, and that's to leave the main victim of this cretin alone. Since everything has happened, she's stepped away from the internet, and despite there being cases of harassing her, out of respect, we're not going to be using her name or showing her face in this video. So, you guys know who Lionmaker is?
I do not.
I do
The
not.
name rings a bell.
Yeah, I've mentioned him before. So, Lionmaker was an original Minecraft YouTuber. As in, he was in like the first 100 to start it, and he collaborated with some of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers of their time, including Stampy, who proves you can be a Minecraft YouTuber without touching kids, right?
He's keeping it a secret really well.
So, his downfall would begin with Keemstar. So, in 2015...
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. How most of the things. This was, mind you, during Keemstar's like internet vigilante phase, where he was just accusing everyone left, right, and center of being a sex offender. He would release an interview with a child's mother who claimed that Lionmaker had requested nudes from their 13-year-old child on Skype, having moved their conversations from Twitter DMs.
Now, how old is your daughter, Susie?
She's 13 years old.
She's 13. So, 27-year-old Minecraft YouTuber that she's a fan of asks your daughter to move the conversation to Skype. What happens next?
Well, at this point in time, I didn't know he was 27 or 26 or whatever age he's supposed to be. It was just, this was a person that I had no idea who was asking my 13-year-old daughter for nudes. And that was, for fans go, inappropriate.
Absolutely.
And the concerning thing is, Lionmaker would actually walk away from these allegations completely unscathed. Right? He didn't really have any... looking at the social blades at the time, he had a small dip, but with how growth on YouTube works, he'd actually ended up, at the end of it, by making a profit in subscribers. 3 months later, some teenage boys would levy similar allegations against him, including that he had offered to pay one of them £500 for nudes. Which, you know, if you're paying for nudes, it's a little sad, but, you know, we carry on. One of the minors had also proved that Lionmaker had sent them links to pornography multiple times, which, as Lionmaker was a European citizen at the time, did fall under grooming laws. That's important to remember for later. Now, later that month, it was revealed that he had had a relationship with a 16-year-old child, while he was 27 at the time. Pull breach. Now, after this, a whole bunch of YouTubers would make their commentary videos, with the most standout one, and who would sort of hammer the nail in the coffin, was Colossal Was Crazy, who stated it was a disgrace that YouTube had done nothing to protect his impressionable audience of minors, given what was at the time allegations. This sort of set a big precedent that later on YouTube would have to start making actions against content creators before the content creators had a chance to respond, sort of a preventative measure.
What I do know is that even if Lionmaker is telling the truth about everything, he does not deserve to keep his channel. His audience are vulnerable children, and he was in a relationship with a girl over a decade his junior. With the allegations he's facing, it is disgusting to me that YouTube has allowed him to go unnoticed and continue to make videos for this highly impressionable audience.
The saddest part about the entire situation is Lionmaker never apologized for what he did, but his 16-year-old victim ended up apologizing to everyone, saying that she had abused their trusts and hidden secrets from them. What Lionmaker did do was he spent his time having meltdowns on Twitter, promising justice and spouting off about invasions of privacy. Unfortunately, all of this would culminate in Lionmaker taking the nudes of his underage victim and posting them on Twitter. He would then post images of self-harm to his Twitter, atting his victim, stating that this is what she had done to him. Now, it was proven later on through reverse image searching that these images were not even of him self-harming, and in fact he had either been lying to gather attention or lying to gather sympathy. However, after all this was said and done and Lionmaker's Twitter was taken down, he would then claim his Twitter would be hacked and in fact accuse Keemstar of being the one to hack him and discredit him. After a year of people holding him accountable, he was desperate to clear his name. So desperate that he agreed to an interview with Colossal Crazy, his biggest detractor. And the interview itself is fucking beautiful. In Lion's attempts to dodge and control the interview, it really showed off his manipulative nature towards Colossal's audience. But because Colossal was expecting this and able to, quite importantly, push the questions that everyone wanted answer to, the interview is basically 2 hours of the Lionmaker being owned like a bitch.
If I'm a 28-year-old man and I'm in a relationship with a 16-year-old, is that wrong?
Who am I to judge? I'm
you
not.
can't judge. It's an opinion. It's a moral question.
No, I'm not playing this game, Colossal.
It's not a game. It's not a game.
It is.
This is a genuine moral question.
No, this is not a genuine question because this is.
I don't know why you're dodging it.
I'm not dodging it. I
You
just
very much
gave
are.
you where I stand. I just told you where I stand. If I know who's involved, I don't know you from Adam and Eve. I wouldn't know the girl that you're with from Adam and Eve. I don't know your story. I don't know what is going on. Who am I to sit here and say that's fucked up?
Of course you can, because that's your opinion. Is it a moral problem for me, a 28-year-old man, to date a 16-year-old?
After this, in 2018, Lionmaker would be smited by the gods at YouTube. By the way, Sacrifice, coming Thursday, don't touch my channel. And his channel would be terminated. Now, allegedly, Lionmaker would serve time in prison. However, videos were still going up on his channel, so we can't be sure. And the belief is that either someone was uploading them for him, or he had some way of connecting to the internet within prison. This would continue for a short period of time, and then he would disappear completely for 3 years. In January 2019, he would return, vowing to prove his innocence and start again. What he actually did was make a tit of himself and get banned almost instantly. The videos he produced were him reacting to videos made against him, particularly by other content creators, specifically Colossal Crazy's video, including the interview. In these videos, he would imply that Colossal was slut-shaming the victim in the videos in an attempt to grab some sort of moral high ground, which is kind of wild for a sex offender to do.
What I want to say is never, ever sent me nude pictures. I need to say this. I have never said this, but she has never, ever sent me nude pictures. It paints a picture of her that is not her. She was not that girl. She would never send nude pictures. Like, I can't stress this enough. The fact that he says that the way he does is insulting to her. It's insulting to her character, and that's not fair because she is the victim in the situation.
He would also claim that she never actually sent him nudes and that there were screenshots from the call, which actually, in my opinion, makes it so much worse because that's kind of fucked. It's also highly illegal because at the time, she was under the age of 18, which, if you don't know, in the UK, while the age of consent is 16, an argument he would very much sort of cling to, nude images of someone under the age of 18 is still classified as child pornography. And he would actually serve time. There is a prison record. I couldn't get like a screenshot, but in a video his victim released, she did say he served time. He would also claim that the only reason he got a case was because people were sending Keemstar's video to the police. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I appreciate you, Keemstar. Now, most of his content after this was streams, making it hard to for him to plan any kind of manipulation or arguments to his detractors because these streams just got dogged on. People would join, they'd call him a pedophile, they would remind him of what he was, and most of the streams would end in him just getting drunk and falling over on stream. Despite this, he did have some positive comments. He would then get banned again. And he's sort of disappeared from the internet ever since after his latest ban. So once that happened, no one's heard from him since. I don't know if he's released any statements. I couldn't find any. But I would like to put a recommendation that his placement be at like the highest end of S tier above Chris Chan. Because I don't think we're going to get to the levels of you've been called out for being a sex offender. I'm going to put my victim's nudes on twitter.com.
Yeah.
no, that's like the only was it already illegal enough that you had like the news of an underage woman or person, sorry,
Uh-huh.
but then you also is solicited them, isn't that the correct term?
What?
Solicited, like you handed it out, you distributed it.
No, solicitation is you went on the dark web and was inquiring to get them. That solicitation.
Never mind.
His
But still, the point
his
still
crime
stands.
is distribution.
Yeah, that's it. The point still stands. Decided to go, hey, I got these. You know what? To get back at you, let me just fucking just boop, gone. Fucking
Yeah.
Put that shit into fucking Supreme money money printer and just absolutely sent all the photos everywhere.
Yeah, and like that shit, like someone exposing your nudes on a social media is fucked anyway. But when it was such like a big platform that Lionmaker had, and everyone was watching him at the time because of this meltdown, so many people would have seen it.
Yeah, no, even nowadays when stuff comes out, like everyone just knows about it because it's like, it's not like even if you want to, because it trends, it can just come up anywhere.
Yeah.
And everyone's like posting it everywhere.
Drama didn't really trend much, like at the time that all this happened, but that was a trending topic. Now, I know this video has contained a lot of sensitive information, but if you do enjoy these degenerate kind of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to do them weekly. Don't forget to go check out everyone in the description. There will be Nixie, Alex, and Keith's links. They will be down below. Until I see you next time, take care of yourselves.